You know, people often ask me, why a movement? My background was building technology companies and trying to be efficient in the global marketplaces. About 10 years ago, I was with a friend of mine in New York, Francis McInerney. He had just written a book called Future Wealth, and he had looked at the impact that the internet was going to have on society. He looked at business models that were efficient, and which companies would survive and which companies would fail. And in reading the book, it struck me that a lot of the same things were happening in the nonprofit area that were happening within corporate America. You know, many nonprofits were large. They consumed huge amounts of capital and resources to support their infrastructures. The bigger they grew, the farther they got from the idea that got them going and the marketplace that they worked within. And at the point in life that I was at, which was around 55 years old, I decided that, you know what, I don't want to be a big nonprofit. I don't want to create a large board and have to manage it. I don't want to raise money that doesn't go directly to the cause. And that I simply believe that efficient markets and a growing internet would carry Bicycles for Humanity on to higher levels. And so from the start, Bicycles for Humanity had no organization, it had no overhead, it had no staff, it had no budgets. Chapters simply raised the money, they did it how they wanted to do it. Michael connected them with partners in Africa. Many of our chapters, after they've collected container bikes, have gone over to visit the community that they're supporting. Many of our chapter heads have gone over 2 and 3 times. You know, it worked as a grassroots movement because everyone was empowered. The people stepping up to run the chapter were empowered. The volunteers were empowered. They knew who they were working with, and it was the people of Africa, and their goal was simply to help them gain a better life. And as strange as it sounds, it continues to grow that way today, and it hopefully will always grow the way it's presently growing. What would my wishes be for Bicycles for Humanity and all involved in this global movement? You know, first and foremost, to have fun with it here and know that they're doing good in helping alive the lives of so many in another country. A bicycle is universal, and mobility is the first step to a better life. It empowers people here, it empowers people there, and people connect universally with it. And so, you know, my hope is that the model simply doesn't change. I think that, and looking back, one of the key moves that was made by everyone within the movement was the notion of creating a bicycle empowerment center, sending the container directly to where the community that it was going to, adding doors, adding a covered area. The container became a workshop. The workshop created jobs for people in Africa. It created hope. It created a better life. And today, we see the people in so many communities taking that first step to a better life. We're now starting to see things like educational programs, healthcare programs rolling out behind it, auto mechanics training programs, you name it. That the bicycle was simply the catalyst. And as the people of Africa have wanted more, and they've taken the initiatives on their own to do more, the people here in the developed world have stepped up to help them more, and it simply works. You know, another thing that has been key to Bicycles for Humanity is that it's non-denominational. Anyone can do it. Everyone can get involved. There's never going to be rules that say you can't do this or you can't do that. And it's connected people all around the world in new and exciting ways. for my wife and I, for Brenda and I, it's opened up an entire world of friends, many that I've met numerous times, many that I might never meet. And being able to connect with people outside of your own community is an incredibly exciting and wonderful thing. As a grassroots movement, the future of bicycles humanity will take it in many directions. The beauty is there are incredibly talented people taking it in all these directions. It's not owned by any one person. A movement is owned by everyone, and it's the collective views of the entire group and the energies that come forward with it that really make up the movement. And I'll be honest with you, it's been a mind-blowing experience watching this movement evolve. Many of our chapters have attained nonprofit status for tax reasons. We have movements within them, or groups within the movement that are creating things like Bicycles Humanity International to support the work of Michael in Africa and to add structure so that we can better manage the incredible growth within Bicycles Humanity. And one of the keys to the whole thing is that those that put the energy in, as Seb and Steve and Dave and Josh and so many others, have the right to take it in their direction. Dan is adding incredibly exciting things to it. Seb drives it in her way. The first real video that we've had came out of the Colorado group, Josh and the group when they were over there. In Australia we have people doing world rides. In Athens, Georgia, we have people doing rides halfway across the continent. And everyone expresses what it means in a different way. Everybody pulls it together in a different way. And everybody simply gets that a bicycle is the best way to start creating both a smaller and better world and a more efficient world, and to reach out to people and say that we care. It probably sounds like I'm rambling on. I am. I'm sitting in my living room. Brenda's at work. I'm reflecting on the 6 years and so far, and hopefully the next 26 years of Bicycles for Humanity, the movement. And I hope to be a part of it and contribute my little bit of skills in whatever way I can. It's been an exciting ride. It's been an unbelievable ride. Today is a day that it's one of those days that takes it in another direction. When a movie is made about a movement and about a bicycle that encompasses and encapsulates some of what we've been doing, it's simply a day to celebrate. I think more than the movie, the team in Thunder Bay have done an incredible job supporting Namibia. They're now beginning to support Sierra Leone, and they've moved beyond bicycles, and they're empowering grassroots humanity and the people of these countries in another level of exciting growth within the Bicycles for Humanity movement. So, I just wanted to put a bit of this on film, or in a movie, so to speak. Film's pretty well gone. Put it up on the internet so that those that follow after the founders, and the founders are Michael, I, Seb, and Steve, know why we started it, where we are going with it, and how it got to this place. So I thank you, and I might do other movies from time to time. I have no idea how good this is going to be, but I will put it up and see what happens.